Hello everyone, welcome you all for my YouTube channel. I am Puneet Kumar DG, Assistant Professor of Government First Aid College, Baramsagara. As you all know, we are discussing the subject Law and Practice of Income Tax Part 2, which is for the fourth semester BCom of Davangere University. So, in this YouTube series, we are discussing the Module 1, Profits and Gains from Business or Profession. In the today's the video, I will discuss about the problem on computation of income from profession. In the previous the session, we discussed one of the problem which is relating to the profession of doctor, and in this video, I will discuss about the problem which is relating to the profession of a advocate. Now let us look at the problem given. The problem number 2. Mr. Amit is an advocate at Davangere. He deposits all receipts into bank and always pays all expenses by a check. The analysis of his bank account for the year ending 31st 3 2020 is given below. So Mr. Amit is an advocate or a lawyer at Davangere. He is not maintaining any P&L account, that is profit and loss account, and also he is not maintaining any other receipts and payment account or income and expenditure account. Instead, he receives all receipts into his bank account and always pays all expenses by the check. So by analyzing his bank statement, we can identify the receipts relating to the profession and as well as payments relating to the profession. Thus, we can calculate the income from his profession. Let us analyze his bank the statement. So his bank statement is like this. So debit side represents the all receipts and credit side represents the all payments. Now our work is to identify the receipts relating to the profession and as well as payments relating to the profession. So first let us analyze the debit side, that is the receipt. Balance brought down is an accounting adjustment, the balance which is brought down by the previous year. And next relating to the professional fees. So as he is doing a profession of lawyer or advocate, he is receiving his professional fees. So this is relating to the profession. And special commission membership fees. He is a member of any one of the special commission and he is receiving the membership fees. This is also because of his profession. So this is also relating to the profession. Share of income from HUF. So share of income from HUF is an exempted income and this is not relating to his profession, hence it is not considered here. Income from let out house. Income from let out house, that is considered under the head income from house property, and this is not an relating to the his profession, so it is not considered. Then the last one is legal consultancy fees. So he is providing some legal consultancy services and he is receiving fees for it, and this is relating to his profession, so we are going to consider it. So there are three items which are relating to his profession. These are all the receipts. Now let us analyze his payment side. So here in the payment side, the first one is salary to staff. This is relating to his profession. Then office rent. He is maintaining his professional office and is paying rent for it. This is considered. Then telephone expenses. Here now this is now no adjustment is given regarding telephone expenses and we'll assume it is for office purpose, so it is considered. LIP paid, like that is life insurance premium paid. So here it is not relating to the professional expense, so it is not considered as a professional expense. Car expenses. Unless any adjustment is given, the car expenses are considered to be for professional purpose, so we are going to consider it. Then income tax paid in advance. So income tax paid is not an expense at all, and even it is not relating to the profession, so it is not considered. Donation to approved institution. This can be claimed as a deduction under section 80G, but it is not a professional expenditure, so we will not consider it. Then miscellaneous expenditure. So miscellaneous expenses are not provided any details regarding this for which it is for which purpose. So but we will assume it is for professional purpose only, so we will consider it. A subscription to law journal. Law journal is essential for his profession, so he has subscribed it. So this subscription to law journal is an professional expenditure. So then the balance carried on is an accounting adjustment. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 items are considered to be the professional expenses. So now let us look at the solution part. Compute his taxable income from profession for the assessment year 2020-21. So first we will write the heading as computation of income from profession of Mr. Amit for the assessment year 2020-21. So first we need to consider all the receipts from his profession. As we have already identified, there are only the 3 receipts which are relating to his profession. First one, professional fees, that is 4,79,000. Then special commission membership fees 89,000. Then legal consultancy fees 1,68,000. Then the total receipts from profession is 7,36,000. So this is going to be mentioned as A. So thus we have arrived at the total receipts from profession. Now we need to calculate total payments relating to profession or expenses relating to profession. So we need to list down the all expenses relating to profession which have been already identified. The first one, salary to staff 2,08,000, office rent 96,000, telephone expenses 35,000, car expenses 65,000, and miscellaneous expenses 26,000, subscription to law journal 18,500. These are all the 6 expenses which have been identified as relating to the profession, and total of these 6 is 4,48,500. This will be the total expenses relating to the profession, and this is mentioned as B. So then A minus B is going to result in the income from profession. So we got income from profession as 2,87,500. Thus we have arrived at the income from profession. So ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ರಿಸಿಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Then we need to write some note regarding the problem. The first one is share of income from HUF is exempt from tax under section 10 subsection 2, and income from let out house is taxable under the head income from house property. As we have not considered these two, we need to write justification for it in the note. Then the life insurance premium and donations are deductible under section 80C and 80G respectively. He can claim that deduction while submitting the IT returns form or while computing his gross total income. Thus we have calculated the income from profession of advocate. So by the previous session and this session we have completed the income from profession of a doctor and as well as an advocate. In our next session we will discuss about the computation of income from profession of a chartered accountant, and you can refer these books for your further readings. The first one, Dr. H.C. Mehrotra and Goyal, Income Tax Law and Accounts, Aitebon Publications, Agra, and Dr. C. Baswantappa, Law and Practice of Income Tax, Basavakarana Publications, Davangere. And you can refer the websites of incometaxindia.gov.in and also icai.org. I thank everyone for watching this video. Kindly like and subscribe if you like this video, and also comment with your suggestions and as well as the queries. Thank you everyone.